Hello everyone, welcome to the Introduction to Linux course, part 2. Today we're gonna study command line operators. Just give me a second. Okay, so the command line operators is the next part, and the first command I'm going to teach you shutdown. But I think I showed it in the first video how shutdown works. Or actually, I didn't show how shutdown works. I just showed you how that as an example. But the shutdown command is used to power off PC, restart a PC in any Linux operating system. So let's just have a look at the manual file for shutdown command. And shutdown is used to bring the system down, and you can use option time message. So yeah, so you can use R for restart or reboot the system, and you can use P for power down the system, power off. You can use these other options as well, but I'm not gonna use it now. I'll just show you how you can shut it down, but I'm not gonna use it because it will shut down the computer and obviously cancel the video. So what you need to do is type shut down normally, P for power, to power off, and you put a and now you can set a time for 1 minute, 10 minutes or so, and anyway you put this command shut down, P for power or power off, and now is right now. So and press enter, and that will turn the computer off. You can use shut down to reboot the system. You can put now, or put number of minutes, 10 minutes to power it down, and press enter. I'm not gonna use it now. So now the next command we're gonna cover is a which command. This which command, it's a locate command. It's used to locate the bash. It's used to locate the command files. The command files for particular command that we use in the terminal. So for example, let's just look at the manual file first. So it uses a locate command, which file, etc. Print all matching path names. You can use all the options, just press all. Put, so we can use it. I'll show you how to use it. So just put which all, and let's say we want to find shutdown command, and it should give you the yeah. So it shows you the location of the actual file where the shutdown command is written, or script, where shutdown command is written in the system. So it's in a sbin directory, and the file is called shutdown. You can search the same thing for any other commands, like for example info. You'll see that this either info commands either located in a bin or sbin directories. So here the info command is located in user bin info directory. So the which command is used to find the search bin and sbin directories for particular command. So that's what it does. Now the next command is I'll just show you one more maybe example. Which, let's say we want to find which all grep. Let's find this command grep. So it's in the it's located in a bin directory. So that one is in a user bin directory. This one is a bin directory under and the file name is grep. So this is a command for grep. Now the next command we can search for is where is. It has a greater locate range. Let's say where is, and let's let's see if we can trace down the shutdown command. Okay, so the shutdown command, well, first it's in SBin. As you can see, it prints out more outputs where these other files located as well with the name of shutdown. So this is the first one that we searched before, as showing that as well, plus some other file which is a zip file located in user share main H shutdown, and there's another. So it has obviously greater range of locating these shutdown commands and other files related to shutdown. Now the same thing we can type is where is info. Now the same thing we can see, user being info user. There's other infos also in other directories and stuff, and you can see there's other files there. And the same thing we can see where is grep command, and grep command is again in bin directories. Show it first, then show user share man one grep one, etc. This is just a zip file somewhere in the system. So that's what these two commands do. They search the files in the system. First one, particular for the the files for the particular command that you want to find. Okay, the next command we're gonna use is called pwd, current working directory. So it's really simple. You just type pwd and that spits out your current directory. This is my home directory, Linux projects. This is where, as you can see, I'm working at the moment. The next command is used to cd command. It's cd, changing directory. It stands for change directory. So how do we change the directory? So you can use cd, and I know that I have a working directory called Linux. Linux under my in my projects directory. So I can change that, and you'll see what happens. Oops, sorry. cd. Okay, now you can see that see this thing here, that little wavy line, that shows that I'm working in a home directory now. So I'm the home directory, which is this Linux project. So instead of typing Linux projects, I can type just this Linux project. Let's say we want to change directory to Linux, which I am now. I can type this simply doing this Linux. So it skips this Linux projects and just put this wavy line that will give you a home directory. This is just an example. So you can see I changed the directory to Linux, and you can see where you are. Just type pwd, and that will show you exactly what I was saying. Linux projects, Linux folder. So this is how you change the directory. Sometimes you need to include a full path directory, like for example cd. Like for example, right now I'm in Linux, but I want to change to something else. Actually, first I want to show you how to change it back. So type cd and double dot space double dot. That will goes back, then back to as you can see pwd, back to Linux projects, to home directory. Then we can type cd, and we can type again double dot. That will goes back to Linux. I don't know why it does that, but anyway, I think it's just going back where you were before. But what I was going to show you is that you can type just cd. That will also just go back, and then you can type cd again. but that's also going home. But if you want to change to the top of the root, you need to type top of the tree, sorry, you need to type cd and just slash like this, space slash. That will show you all the that will go all the way to the top of the tree directory. So from here, under this, you are right now, like, look, pwd. Right now you're working, see, just give you the slash. It just working. You are working now at exactly at the top of the tree directory. So if next command we use ls, so ls is used to list all the directories, under you where you are, under where you at. So right here you can see I use ls and dash all command, so to show you all the directories that I'm working. This is at the top of the tree. This all directories under it. So my Linux directory, this one here, is under it. So if you want to change it back, let's say you want to go to Linux, or if you want to go to the main, to the one that were before Linux, you can type just change directory cd. You can type either typing like this, home, which will give you, and then Linux, or you can type, let's say, full path. You can type full path, which is Linux projects, which is my home directory, and Linux folder. Now you can see that I changed back to Linux, home Linux, and this is the path. And if I type ls here, ls all, that will spit out all the files in the current files and directories in this folder Linux. As you can see, pwd, always use pwd to see where you are. So Linux project, Linux folder, this is where all the files are. So if you want, see how I used change directory. So if you want to again change directory to the top of the tree, use cd space / and then you can see that you are at the top of the tree. You type ls all, and then you can see all the folders that under the main tree directory. So so again, if you want to change to Linux, use cd, change to home Linux folder, that gives you that. Then you type ls for all, check all the files in there. There's another one I want to show you, list. This is showing the list of files, but if you want to show detailed of all the files in there, you type ls and you type l, list for all. So instead of typing all, you type the L instead, -L. That will give you all the, as you can see, all this. You will learn this later. This is all the directories and all the files with exactly given the permissions as well, and who they belong to, to the group tux, and the user tux. And you can see this is a D stands for directory. You can see that that's directory, so the courses. So if you want to change from here to courses, you just use cd courses, cd / course, sorry, not courses. Okay, sorry, mistake, course. So now you can see pwd, I'm working in the home Linux courses directory. If you want to change it back to Linux, just type cd double dots, that will change it back. And if you want to change it back to courses again, type cd not courses, course, and then if you want to change it back again, so just type cd, and that will jump straight from the courses and Linux straight back to home directory if you type just cd without without two dots. So that yeah, that will change the yeah, that will change directory. Now if you want, for example, want to search from, you're working in a home directory right now, if you want a list of files, of all files in a particular directory, you can type ls all, and you can type which file the temporary, as a temporary folder in a system, and then you can press enter, and then you'll see that all the files. So you don't have to exit your working directory, you don't have to be anywhere. I mean, you don't have to be in a temp directory to see what's in it. You can be in your home directory, and then you can type tmp, if you know which folder you're looking for, temporary folder, and that will give you all the temporary, all the files. It will show you all the files which are in that directory without actually getting going in there. So from where you are, you can just type tmp. So as you can see, pwd, I'm still in Linux projects. So that's another way to search, not to search ls command, just shows you the list of contents of the directory. Okay, now so the next command we're gonna show you is called a tree, a directory tree. So let's just yeah, let's just type tree and see what comes up. Oh, as you can see, this is the tree. That's what it does. It just shows you the tree of files from. I'm working in my home directory. This is under it is, this is the Linux file. This is obviously directory. In the purple or blue is a directory, and this is all the files that under that tree directory, as you can see. Then there's a course. You can see the tree. Yeah. What it does is shows you the tree. There's a course directory with all these files and its subdirectories, etc., etc. So all it does is just spits out the files, the tree of files. That's what the tree command does. Really simple. There's not much to say about it. Yeah. So you can, if you, for example, want to see the file, the tree of all the files. Actually, I'm not going to explain this now. I'll explain this later when we're going to use the last command. Otherwise, it gets too confusing. Okay, so use command clear to clear the screen. And now the next one is, the next command we're going to use is called ln, or symbolic link. So let's just have a look what it does, or what the manual pages say about it. So I make a link between files. That's what it does. So I'll show you what it does exactly. So what we need to use is this option. This option, symbolic, make a symbolic link instead of hard links. So yeah, probably not a good idea to use hard links unless you know what you're doing, but for the beginning, for the introduction purposes, I will suggest you check out this command, read about it, and see some examples on the internet, etc., etc., and do some research. So I'll show you how it works. So we are in our home directory. Let's just see, and we know that in our Linux directory there is a folder. Sorry, ls. Oh, I didn't type it properly. Linux home Linux. Okay, now there is a directory called course. Anyway, yeah, there was a directory called course, which is here under our Linux. So what we want to use is create a symbolic link between this directory, which is under Linux, to our home directory. From our home directory, a symbolic link straight directly to the course, through the course directory. So how do you do that? So you type ln -s symbolic link. You type a location of the directory that you want. So that would be our home directory, Linux folder, and the directory called course, and then you want to type a name for it. So we call it link to, just back to course. So that would be our link to that file. So press enter, nothing happens, but I see it does. So we just have a look. We just type ls all, and then we see here the file created called linux to course, link to course, sorry. And so what does this do? Okay, let's just go for example here, just so it's visually explain it better. Now you see here, this is the link that was created. This is okay, this is the computer I was showing. This is all the files there. This is the top of the tree, computer. Then we need to go to Linux projects, which is the home directory, and then we have a link to course. But first I want to show you where the course folder is. This is a link to course. So the course is located in Linux, and this is the folder. This is the folder with all the files, some files there that are used for learning purposes. So we go back to projects and we type on Linux course, or link to course folder, and you can see it jumps straight away to it skips the Linux, all the other Linux folder, and jumps straight to the course folder where all the files yeah, well, all the files just I created as before I told you. So you can see that this is a link to course. It just jumps straight away to this folder. So that's what the symbolic link does, and this is the folder. That's where it is located. So it just jumps straight to here. That's what it does. Now, how to get rid of link? How to get rid of this? If you created a symbolic link, you can't just delete the directory. I mean, you can't just delete it. So you can try delete it, but it doesn't work. There is no move to rubbish bin. You can't do it. You just can't delete it. So what you need to do is unlink it. So it's called, the command is called unlink link to course, and that will get rid of it. As you can see now, it's gone. The link is gone. As you can see, project, the link is gone. It's no longer here. Okay, so yeah, so I'm gonna take a short break and yeah, and continue on from there. Just pause this for a second. Okay, the next command is just clear all that. The next command we learn is DRR, which stands for list the directory. Okay, so we just check, for example, just for a moment we'll check manual file for DRR command. It's called listed directory content. So what it does, it's as you can see now we're working in a home directory. So just type dir and there you can see the list of files in our directory. So Linux system and test. This is the file. This is a folder, and this is, I think this is a folder, and this is a file, system log. So yeah, so you can see the same thing in I think you can type here, see if we can check this. This should work as well. Linux folder. Let's see if this works. Yeah, that will give you the contents of that particular folder. You can type dir for similar to ls command, but ls I think got more options. But dir command pretty much similar in that sense that it shows you all this, shows you all the files in that directory. Then you can use dirs, directories, and that will just show you where you're working at the moment. I think it's just to show you that you're at home directory. See, this is just a home directory, so we can just do this for example, cd Linux, change it to Linux, and then type dirs. Yeah, and that will show you where you're working. So similar to pwg as well. Unfortunately, there is no manual file, as you can see, for this command. There is no manual file. Yeah, there is no manual entry, but there's a manual entry for dir command. Um, so this is all the options for that command. You can list entries by columns. That's interesting. Let's just check that for a second. Just change this back to home directory and dir c. Let's just see this. Actually, dir option c, and let's see Linux directory. Linux. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, just okay. Same thing. Well, anyway, that option doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't work, but you get the point. So that's what these two dir and dirs command does. So just shows you the list. You can explore yourself the manual through the manual files to see what it does. Anyway, the next clear the screen. The next command we're gonna use, we're gonna learn, is called locate command. So locate command is a search command, very important. So, but first we check the manual entry for locate command and see what it does. So find the files by name. So locate option pattern. So pattern is the file we wanna. Yeah, so this is the options that we use, and well, to show you what it does. So let's say we want to locate a file. Let's say what file? Let's say called test. So let's just say locate called test file or test directory. Or actually, we'll just put it txt. Okay, so here it shows you all the folders, all the directories, and where this file or similar. See, it says my test, Linux projects, Linux project test, and this other directories where this test sort of txt file might be. So not just one, but 3 different files. So that's what it does. It searches for a particular file that you want to search throughout the entire system. Apparently, actually, as if it's showing you all these other locations. The same thing, you can type locate log file or log directory. That will show you. Oh my God! It'll show you all the logs files with throughout the system. So this is sometimes you have to be more specific in order to find something. So this is what the locate command does. Pretty straightforward. However, there is another command called find. Similar. I mean, not it does the find. It searches the files, but it is more powerful than locate command. With the find command, there are many different options where you can search for almost anything. Well, I think pretty much everything. So just look at the find command first and see what it does. So searches for the files in a directory hierarchy. So so I'll show you a couple of examples. The rest you have to explore on your own. The find command, do some research and etc. Let's say we want to find something. So I'll show you how it works. First, let's say you want to find something. Let's say, I don't know, test file. Yeah, test.txt. Okay, no such file. See, it says it doesn't like it. Let's just say we type find and test. Just test. Oh my God, there's so many tests there, right? So it just gives you this bunch of files. Actually, it searches, apparently it searches the directory under home directory. It doesn't search the whole system. it's actually specific. This is all the files I think that are in the test folder. It's actually found folder, it didn't find the files. This is a test folder, which where what I was searching for, I wasn't searching for folder. But anyway, you with this command you need to be specific if you want to find something. Let's say you want to find let's say we want to find this file, apple, and so what we need to do with find command, you have to be more specific. We need to type find, then you need to say type directory or file. So for this option we need to type, let's say we want to find file, then we type file, and then we need to type a file name, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So let's say apple. No, it doesn't like this. I need to type find type. Hold on, let me just check the manual pages for a second. File. There's so many options here that what I want is type node size type. Yeah, so type, we want file, regular file, and then we need to use okay, yeah. So yeah, we need to type find type file, and then we need to put a name, and here we call it apple. That should search this. There you go, that works. So you need to specify the name and the type of a file. So test apple, it did find it in the test directory, under our home directory. It did find the apple file. So okay, so this is one way to search things. Then you can also use the same thing, find, except for this time, instead of typing file, we need to search a directory, and we call it directory, and we call it the name, whatever the directory we have under the let's say, just quickly so I don't have to, let's say, what's the Linux course? Yeah, that's only course directory, and let's say we want to type the TMP directory, TMP. Yeah, let's just type this temp directory. Should find that. So this time we're searching for a directory. So here, Linux courses temp, it did find it. Now you can also search not just files and directories. You can also search for files of particular size. So this command, find size, and let's say how many, well, let's say 2 kilobytes, yeah, small files. That should give us all the files with 2 kilobytes. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think that will, no, it does something funny. No, I think it's not size. I think it's yeah, size. But hang on, let's just take a look at the manual page for find again for a second. Find manual pages. See, that's how important manual pages is, because if you have a command which is important, like find, it has a lot of stuff in it, you can search for size. Where is the size? Yeah, okay. So okay, that should, yep. So size command. Okay, all right. So let's search find size files 2 kilobytes. Yeah, we want. For some reason I did find Linux, but it's not a file, it's a folder. Oh no, I did find the file. That's a Linux. Yeah, so it did find the file. Yeah, this is a Linux file. But if we want to search find in home Linux folder, then we type, I think that's what we need to type, size, say 2 kilobytes files. So you can put megabytes, gigabytes, etc. and didn't find anything. Okay, find home Linux size 2 kilobytes, didn't find anything. Okay, maybe we'll try 1 kilobyte or maybe 3 kilobytes. Find Linux size 5 kilobytes. So didn't find anything. Why didn't you find anything? Okay, now let's just try this again. Let's just change the directory for a second to Linux and do the search from there. Maybe I'm not doing it right. The options is size 2 kilobytes. Now there is no files of 2 kilobytes, but let's just quickly have a look. What other files are there, and how many kilobytes is this? It's 1 megabyte. Let's just say find 2 megabytes files. Yeah, just find this one though. So just change directory back to home and see if you can use. So you can use this Linux size 2 megabytes. There you go. Fine. It's exactly found the cheat sheet that I was looking at. So this is you didn't find any 2 kilobytes files. I guess they don't exist in there, but you can find if you know what you're looking for. But yeah, size 2 megabytes files on Linux Project Linux cheat sheet. Exactly what the desktop cheat sheet is. 2 megabytes approximately. So yeah, so this is how you find this is how you find a size. Now what we need to do next, let's have a look at the manual pages again. Find command. The next option I'll show you is how to find. You can do all this yourself, but I just want to show you how to find the files which are accessed. You can access. Okay, that's what we need. A time, minutes, time. Okay, now we want to find. Okay, this file status was last changed 8 minutes ago. Access time. So last access 24 hours. In 24 hours, that's file status last changed 24 hours. Okay, let's just give it a try. Let's just see for a second something. This file here. This is a text file, blah blah blah. Okay, now let's say find AC minutes. Let's say 60. I think you have to put a minus 60. Okay, nothing. Find A minutes 60. Okay. They show all the files that were accessed. Okay. Just give me a second. Actually, just give me a second. I'll pause this for a second. I'll just show you. So I went and modified the file, so actually I can find it to show you the example how to find the files which was last modified in last 60 minutes or so. So yeah, the find command for under home directory is c minutes and minus 60. This shows you the number of minutes, and this is the file that I modified. It was a test.txt. Actually, I went in it and show you what the file is. I put a name hello there. So let's just get. I'll just show you for a second what I changed in the file. Yeah, this is a test file, but yeah, this is what I modified. This is test file that was last accessed. So you can do all this bunch of stuff you can do with it. Let's say you can do manual pages for main command. You can do the manual, check the manual pages for find command, and you can do all these other options. You can see here, you can search for the, like it says, the files, the directories, the size of the files. You can do, there's a lot more you can do. Here you get access time of the files that were last accessed in, I don't know, 60 minutes, 2 days ago, 10 days ago, and a year from now, etc. You can do all this. You can check all these commands yourself, see how they work, and there's a bunch of sorry, this is not a command, this is options. You can check all these options that comes with the find command, and yeah, and yeah, read more about it, but remembering all this is a bit difficult because there's a lot there too, so always use the manual files. Okay, now let's move on. So the next command is also very important. It's called a grep command. Grep command is used to search within the files for particular lines. So let's just, for example, for a second, just check the manual pages. Manual grep. So here we got grep, egrep, frevgrep, print the lines matching a pattern. So now if we want, let's just say I just open this for a second. I want to search for example let's see test command. Yeah, this test file which I modified. I wanna search, and this is a test file, and we add something in it. Oh no, we can't add anything to it, but okay, we just search for test. Let's just see for test. Okay, so we need to type grep, then we need to specify the file. If I'm not mistaken, let me just the manual pages again. Options, no, specify option pattern and then file. Okay, now so grep option, don't worry about it. Option, now we need to specify the test, and we need to type in which file we're looking at. So here we type Linux test.txt, and then bang, it spits out the test. It shows you, it searched for the word test in this test file, and that's what it shows you. It shows you the content, or shows you that line, not the content of the file, but the line. Let's, for example, say you want to search for something else. Let's just go here. I specifically copy this system log. Okay, so it cannot display it. Okay, yeah. Okay, hang on. Let's just go to Linux folder and search. Let's search for something. Let's search just for name Linux in all this. We're not gonna specify the file, but we're just gonna search grep word Linux, and in Linux folder. There you go. So it shows you. It just says that Linux is a directory, but we want a file. We need to specify which file it actually searches for. Okay, hang on. So let's just say we want to search So it wants you need to search for the file, for the contents of the file. Let's just show you, I just show you bigger file, but let me just see if something comes out in a log file. Let's say grep linux, and then we type what was the name of the file? syslog linux. Nothing there with the name linux. How about grep? For some reason I cannot display this file. Let me just for a second, I see what's in the system log, what I want to search for. Okay, so a bunch of information in this log. Let's just say we want to search for name cron. Yeah, let's see, we just choose the name from here, cron. You want to search. Okay, so now I just type grep cron and then type syslog. It will show you all the lines with the cron command. There you go. That's what it does. It shows you all the lines. It only prints those lines that has a cron in it. Now you can do the same thing for anything else pretty much as a Linux. Oh yeah, this is another one I want to show you. So let's say you want to look for this file, in this file Linux, and grab the word Avahi. It's an Avahi file from this is a Avahi file from I copied it from the somewhere in one of the directories. So we search for Avahi and name in the Linux file. There you go. That shows you, prints out all the lines. This is a file part of Avahi. This is where the Avahi word is located. This shows you all the line with its name. So that's what it does. As you can see, this is what grep command does. There's other options you can do. So just man grep. So let's just for a second see the options. File patterns, quiet sign, matching, messaging. So anyway, there's a bunch of so many you can do, or you can process the binary files as well. You can search for pretty much not just text files, but a lot of stuff. Okay, that's what we want. Read files in a directory recursively. This R command. So what I want to show you, I think you can grep name Linux recursively. So just type R Linux, and under the whole, yeah, under our home directory. See if something comes out. There you go. So actually recursively it spits out all the names with the files. Actually this searches the files. It shows you all the files with the name, with where the name Linux might be. Well, actually this is a bit strange, but I don't know why. This bash history Linux bash. Anyway, let's just type in recursively Linux and Linux directory. See if this works. No such files with Linux. Let's just grep file name. What do I want? Linux. What do I want? I just script. Script. There you go. Now it shows you all this. It shows a binary file with some other name. I was looking for my screen, but recursively it actually finds all this other, I don't know, just strange things it finds. So binary files. Anyway, well, this is what This is what the grep command does. It searches things, it searches patterns, but for patterns, for whatever you specify, you need to be more specific in terms of what exactly you're looking for. So yeah, I guess pretty much show you what it does. Script the script. Oh yeah, I'll actually just do this again, this quick search. Grep clear grep, let's say bin, yeah, bin, and recursively bin in Linux folder. See if it finds this file, script.sh Linux. Okay, yeah, it does. So here you go, Linux program script. This is not just one script, there's many scripts files there, not just this one, this other one. So it's a bin bash. Bin bash, this is the patterns I was looking for. So as you can see, that's what it does. Okay, now let's move on. So we got stuck on the grep for a while and some commands, but that's very important commands everybody should know. Now, cat command. So what's a cat command? I will get in more details of cat commands later when we do the manipulating text. The cat command is there, but at the moment cat command can be used to view files. So let's say we want to open the file test.txt and we type cat, and then without anything just type Linux test.txt, then boom, it shows you the content of the file. So that's what it does. Now the next command we're gonna learn is called last command. Last command is actually quite great command used in searching files which has like text files. It's used to display files which has a lot of text in it. So instead of displaying a file fully, like for example, if you type tree and then type that will give you the tree of all the system. Imagine that, and that will take I don't know how long to display all that. So but if you type tree and then you type pipe, this is called a pipe, to less command like this, tree less, that will give you, see, it gives you a tree, and then you can scroll down. You can use arrow keys or enter and you scroll down, and it will, yeah, because this is a huge file. This is the tree, this is the top of the tree, and this is just a bin directory there. This is just a bin directory, and if you scroll down you'll see there's all the files within the bin directory and etc. And this is a huge file to display. So all of this you will not be able to view it all at once, so you need the less command to pipe this, so that way you can scroll down to search if you're searching something or looking or reading a text, reading a file which is a lot of output on the screen. You need to type a less command, pipe a less command. So you can do this pretty much with anything, any big files which has big output. To exit this, you type Q, just press Q and it will exit. Now let me, I don't know if I have any other bigger files, but pretty much this is how last command works. So you can use pretty much anything. If you use a cat command, like let's say you want to display system log file, yeah, like this one, system log, this one here. So if you use cat syslog, okay, it gives you, this is not a big file, but it's not a big file, yeah, but there's a little bit of scrolling to do. I see how. So if you use cat syslog and then you pipe this, it's called a pipe, to last command, then you can see from, yeah, then you can see that it displays this. You can see now, you can scroll down this file exactly how you did it, except it doesn't display all at once, but it scrolls down from the top, which is displayed from the beginning of the file to the end. You can scroll down instead of just you know, seeing all at once the screen popping out, because a lot of stuff will just come up and just go up. So this is the end of the file. So just type Q and we'll exit. So that's what less command does. Now head command. Next command is a head command. We're getting through this. It's a long video. There's a lot of stuff to learn. So, but we're getting through it. The next command is called head command. Head command is used to display the files, the first 10 lines in the file. So let's type head. Actually, just check the manual for a second for head first. So the first output, the first part of lines option, print the first bytes, blah blah blah. Okay, here you can put a number of lines. Let's say we put 3 lines. So like so we just type head 3. I think this should work. And then we type let's say system log. Yeah, same file as we used before. Okay, cannot open 3 reading files. It just speeds all 10 by default. Man head. Okay, so first of all, deleting print all. Okay, hang on. Let's just see if this works. So the same thing. Polish dash. Yeah, it does now. It does work now. So first, yeah. So I specified the number of lines that I want to print. This is the beginning of the file. So it's the number of lines. First 3 lines from the beginning of the file. Now, so that's what the head command does. It just prints the specific files. So you have, instead of searching, you can search a specific number of lines, or print so it's printed out instead of just, you know, having like printing the whole file or 10 lines. I just specify 3 lines, and this is first 3 lines in the file. Now, the next command is called tail. It does the same thing, except it tails. I think this should work as well. Takes the last 3 lines of the file. In this case, default is 10, but this is should give you last 3 lines. Yeah, and it does. As you can see, this is the last 3 lines. This is just this continuation of the lines, and yeah, and it does. So this is prints the last lines of the file. If you can see this, I'll show you, I'll prove it to you. Syslog, and you can see. Where were we? Oh no, now we lost somewhere. Okay, hang on. There's 3 lines and then 3 tail lines and then system log. Yeah, as you can see, this is the first 3 lines, just the same as that there. This 1, 2, 3, and then you can see the last 3 lines. It's a big file there. May 19, 1948, several Intel. This is what the rubbish is in the end. There. Tail, exactly. That's what it is. So that's another one. Anyway, so that's what it does. Okay, now. Okay, the next interesting command is a touch command. So what it does, the manual files for touch is touch, change the file timestamps or create new files, or it's used to create new files with a new timestamp. So if you create a file with new timestamp, you can create a day, month, seconds, minutes, etc., and change only the modified time. So for example, you want to change the modified time, or change something in particular, or like for example, you want to change the access time of the file. So let's say I want to change an access time of the system log file, or actually test log file, this one here, the one I have in projects. Let's just do this. For example, first, yeah, let's just do this. Let's just do this and just type Dutch access time, and then test, actually, home directory Linux s.txt. Okay, now it changed the time. Now how do we check if it changed time? If you remember, we used the find access time. Email pages, find again. Find, I think I'll try to do it off memory. Find access time minus 60 minutes. Okay, speeds out all this bunch of stuff, but okay, menu find what was the command? A time the last accessed. How many hours ago? Okay, I see. I think I did it wrong. 3 minutes. I think is this one will work. Okay, now just check this. Find 3 minutes 60. There you go. It's exactly shows you the file that I modified just before. I changed the access time with the touch command. So touch command used to modify files, then with find command you can find what's been modified and so on and so on. So read about touch command, read more about it. You can create a file. Usually people create file with touch command, so you can use, I think you can use touch and the name of the file, we call it test2.txt. now ls all, and you can see that test2.txt is created. So this created with the time today, which was at what, 22:08 and seconds, etc., and the date and all that. And you can modify the file, and it will record everything. With the touch command, will record everything when the file was modified, etc., etc. Now, okay, we're getting through it now. You can create, so mk directory, it's easy. Just type mk directory, which use creating a directory called, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, tux. I'll just say Linux 2. Yeah, so let's create directory Linux 2 to the ls all. Now you can see Linux 2 directory is created, and the same as here, Linux 2. Okay, now we just what we do is put that file in there. Actually, now we can do it. We actually do this. I better show you how to do it properly, not like this. Now rename the file or directory. So mv linux 2. So this is just a renaming to xunil, which is backwards, Linux backwards. That's what it does. So ls all, you can see that that directory, which I call Linux 2, is gone, and it's a xunil xunil directory. Now backwards of Linux. Now that's what it does, just changing the name. Now the next command, you want to remove a file. So I want to remove a file, test2.txt. so all you need to do is type, be very careful with this. Actually, you can type a I command like this to make sure that you know what you're removing, and then you type a file, test2.txt, and that will prompt you remove regular empty file, and just type yes, Y for yes, and that will remove the file. Now you can see the file is gone. Be careful what you're removing, because you might remove something you don't know about, and that will just delete some important file in your system, and your system will crash and won't work anymore. So be careful. I've done this before. Once I didn't know what I was doing. I accidentally removed everything from my computer, the main root directory. That was terrible. That was when I was a noob. I probably still am a noob, but never mind about that. Anyway, yeah. So this is what it does. It just removes the file. Now, removing a directory. So we're removing a directory. In this case, we call rm directory, and we want to remove directory xu nil, which is Linux backward, and that will remove a directory. So that's what it does. All you can see, the directory is gone. Now, okay, copy file directory. CP is used to copy files. So let's just do the clear first, ls all. Now that's exactly what I wanted to do. Let's just use touch again and create a test2.txt. that creates a file, and now we want to copy this file into Linux directory. So just cp test2.txt to from the home directory to home Linux directory, and that will put that file into the Linux directory. So let's just have a look. Now test is still here. Oh, it's copied. It didn't move. Yeah, it's just copied. So we just see ls all Linux ls all Linux. Now there it is, test2.txt. Okay, so we're pretty much done. That's it for this course. This will I explain later. PS1 command line prompt, and this is a dpkg, is low level packaging tool used for installation. I will show you how it works later. And apt command is a high level packaging tool which I use all the time to install new or update my system. apt-get system. So thank you very much for watching this. This has been a very lovely and long lesson, but we've done a lot of command. We went through a lot of commands. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Stay tuned, and please like, subscribe, and add the channel to your favorites. Okay, thanks. See you.